This and sorry, I'm going to make Adam the host so he can share his screen.
Awesome. I am now the host. Hey, thanks, Scott. Welcome to another edition of Tech Tuesday with the Cloverdale Chamber. Scott, did you have any pre-announcements before going through?
I do, actually. I just want to say good afternoon to everyone, and I want to thank Uptown and Kyocera for being such marvelous sponsors of this series, as well as just being marvelous sponsors of the Chamber in general. Now I'm going to pass everything. Adam, these hot deals that we're going to be discussing today are available to members on our website, and Uptown Business Machines is probably the most prolific user of those, which is why Adam is the perfect person to talk to us about them today.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. I think there's a great opportunity. And so what we're going to do is we're going to run through what the hot deals are, how to do them, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how they can benefit. So while today, and I want to thank Ellen for coming, and Jessica and Emma. Just wanted to appreciate your coming. So I know we're recording this and it'll be available on YouTube and part of the Chamber Library of Tech Talk so that people can tune in and see it later. Because there's going to be some really good content today. So why don't we'll just jump right in and start the program, and then we'll be available for any questions. So I'm going to just share my screen. And actually, it's a good idea. I'm going to mute my phone. All right. So you guys can see the screen there with the Tech Talk, Cloverdale Chamber. Yeah. Okay. So sponsor. Let me just click here. Sponsor today, Kyocera and Uptown. So Kyocera is a multinational photocopier and dynamic inventor of many, many things. They're Japanese. I think it's 1.6 trillion yen. And I actually figured that out. That's 19 billion US dollars type of company. So, and they've got 56,000 employees around the world. And they do a variety of things. Where we partner with them is for printers and photocopiers. And so we're just going to highlight here a little bit on the why is it a good photocopier? A lot of people go, well, I haven't heard of Kyocera. Many people have heard of Kyocera. And one of the advantages of them is they're so reliable that they don't require a lot of maintenance. So the main big photocopiers is 600,000 pages between maintenance. It's kind of like the Maytag repairman. So they don't get talked about like a lot of some machines where you go, oh my goodness, that darn, and it'll all be beeped out. Whereas the Kyocera is kind of like the Maytag machine of photocopiers. A couple of key things just want to point out. They spend a lot of time figuring out how to be a better, more efficient device. So user-friendly interface. So it's a big screen, big touch screen with big buttons. So it's really easy for people to use. Fast print speed. So, like first copy out time of under 4 seconds. So when you hit print, they call that click to clunk. So when you hit print on your machine and when the machine actually kicks into gear and prints out the page, you're talking under 4 seconds in many cases. Scan speeds, you can get these dual scanners that scan 200 pages a minute. It's ridiculous, right? You might hurt your finger, or get a paper cut. But no, it's really efficient is what we're talking about. Smart and scalable solutions, so you can get one for just about any size of job, what you need. You don't need to get the biggest, you don't need to get the smallest. Devices you rely on. So again, this comes back to they don't need a lot of maintenance, and they last a long, long, long time. And optimal security. So one of the things, actually, we're going to talk about a hot deal today. And one of the things we're talking about is security. So security of documents, security of information, and security of the internet and email. So, your pain's our solution. What are you waiting for? Let's get to work. Get yourself a Kyocera. So moving along. So we're going to talk about hot deals. These are hot deals currently on the Chamber site. One thing in common is that Uptown Business Machines has posted some hot deals. So We've got we sellers of Surface Pro, so we've got a hot deal on a Surface Pro. I believe that expires tomorrow, so there'll be new pricing next month. So we'll figure out. We'll do a whole bunch of new hot deals next month. We've got a 55 page per minute. Actually, it's a 57 page per minute mini machine that scans at 120 pages a minute, prints out at 55 pages a minute in black and white. It's $1,500 off. So that one, I think we'll see what happens when we get new pricing for Q3. And then Uptown Business Machines, we've got trade-ins, so we've got rental machines. The advantage to a rental machine is that, you know, there's no commitment. It just costs what it costs to deliver it, set it up, and then it's, you know, cheap to run. So so these are examples of hot deals, and these hot deals can be shared on the internet or they can be shared in Facebook. We'll have a look at that. So this is inside the chamber site. So members, you do need to know your login. We know our login. We'll show you a bit about that. If you don't know your login, certainly call the chamber office, and one of the staff, Scott or Cheryl, will be able to help you get your login. And basically what you do is you just tell your computer to remember it, and that way, and make sure you use something simple. Don't use a 26 character encrypted login. Use something simple like Adam123, right? Anyway, so this is one of the events. So it's hot deals. You click on hot deals, and then simply, and I think you were logged in as me, and so just add a hot deal. So you click on that button, and then simply managing your hot deals, put in a title, put in your tagline, and that's you start your hot deal. You add some content. We're going to do this live. Why not, Scott, eh? But I don't know if there's any questions so far. Alain, have you thought about putting a hot deal? You can unmute, Alain.
Yeah, I had to go find the unmute button. I've thought about it. I just never have.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to show you how to use it and why it makes sense. So, so just you can drop, ask a question as we go along. I'm going to go through reasonably quickly, but that's so we don't take up too much time in the lunch hour. And but certainly you can back up and answer any questions. So here's the results. You pop in a logo. Now here's what's notes. You put in your contact information, your email. So you've got a website address and a website link text. So you could have your website or your link to your site, but you could call it something else if you wanted to. So it could be bcparks.com, but you could call it, loyalty program for purposes of your hot deal, and then your phone number. What's important is when your start date is and when your end date. So one of the things when you go to do a hot deal, the standard allowance is it books it for 1 week. So you don't want to do a deal you're going to run for 6 weeks and only have it go up for 1 week and then you got to redo it next week. We'll show you that as well. And there you go. That's the published dates. So if it says publish 5/10, so that's May 10th, and this one ends June 30th. So that's the one on the Surface that ends tomorrow, right? So we'll have a look at that. And then here it is. Here's the hot deal. This is what it looks like online. Okay. So we're just going to stop sharing that page, and then we're going to go and do this live. So here we are. We're on the Cloverdale. Any questions so far? Anybody? Dean, I see you're there. Perhaps if I got a phone ringing over here. Anyways, not a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to log in. So simply go to the chamber website. So here's mine. We're going to log in as me. It's got Adam Smith. My password's remembered. Click log in. Okay. And here's my welcome message. And so hot deals, just click on hot deals. And so this is the ones I've got currently running. So one of the things is we can go in here and manage hot deals. So these are the ones I've done since, I guess since we started posting hot deals on the chamber site, I guess a couple of years ago. And we can sort them by when we created them. So why don't we hit sort descending? So we can see, so the last one we did was this rental machine. rental printers for $75 a month. We can have a look at it. We can preview it. There it is, Cloverdale Chamber of Commerce. There's the hot deal. Okay, we're just going to delete that now. Back here. All right, so we can see these other ones, and I can see that that one's expiring. So we're just going to add a hot deal, and I'm going to open up one of my other pages. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. Right, so add a hot deal. Okay, the title. All right. So let me just see here. I'm going to, so one of the things that we've been talking about lately is scan to email. Some people have photocopiers that or printers that scan to email, right? And then in the past couple of weeks, they haven't been working, right? So somebody changed the internet and changed the security. A lot of people just set up scanned email like scanner@shaw.ca or scanner@telus.ca or .net or any sort of printer scanner at TELUS. Anyways, some of them still work, but many of them do not work anymore. So we've offered a solution around that. So we're going to do a general offer about fixing people's scanned email. So this is real live. We're going to do that. So we put in here printer scan to email fix Cloverdale member special, right? So the tagline, we're going to just add this. So I'm going to copy from, and I've pre-prepared some stuff so I look like I know what I'm doing. So, and Scott, you're going to have to approve my hot deal real time, right? So we've got a little ways to go. So your scanned email isn't working, we can fix it. And so that's our tagline. So I'll just, I'm going to take that space out. Looks good. I'm going to choose the category. We're not office furniture, or office equipment. And then we're going to put in a description. Okay. So, so I'm just going to copy and paste some stuff here. I'm going to take that, copy. All right, and just see, sometimes it works. No, I think you have to Control B. There you go. Okay, and so what I want to do is have a look, make sure this is all right, queue it up, scan to email. I think I've got, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a YouTube video right in the middle of this. Copy. Paste. Control V. All right. Cancel that. I got too much information coming. I just want this one thing. Copy. All right. So the thing about doing this live is it doesn't always work the way you want. Okay. So let's just enter that. I think we're good. I'm just going to back up and I think that should work when we go to it. So here we go. So we put in some text. We've got in enter, made it nicely spaced. So updates to global security settings have changed. Email protocols have changed. I put in a story. I've got a YouTube video, the solution, Uptown Business Machines. We're great people. We've got this fabulous service and a YouTube video. Now it's saying a meta description. Okay, so that is 1 to 2 sentences. So a summary, right? So rather than putting the whole thing again, what do we want to say is we're just going to take a part of this, right? And, right, we're just going to take that. So copy this and paste that in there, right? And I'm going to put the same thing in here, right? So we can get fancy if we like. We're going to put a logo, right? So we're going to add a picture. So I'm just going to grab something off my desktop, right? So what have we got here? So there's probably scan to me service. All right, so I'm going to take that one, done. So there's a picture of me talking about it. So the offer start date, we're going to start it as of what? Tomorrow, today. We'll do today. So let's just do So it's going to be 2021 and space 06 space 29. So just click here. Yeah. And then we're going to, why don't we run this through the summer? So we'll do it. So 2021 space, and we'll do 08. Now, how many days in August, Scott? Is it 30 or 30? Yeah, well, it's 31. Thank you. All right. There we go. Now, so that's the date I'm running the special. What is very important here is we've also want it published from, we'll put from yesterday's date, and we want it right till, why don't we put it through September 15th, right? So we know our hot deal is going to be going. So let's just go back. So we've got some text, we've got some meta description, we've got a short description, we've got our dates in there, we've got a picture, right? That's our website, we've got a publish date. So why don't we do save as draft, right? And then we can go.
Hey, hang on a second here. On your published date, why would you want it published past the special?
What if I want to extend it? I now have a control to change it. I can go in. So what the thing is if you don't have the publish dates set up properly, you'll have your special and it'll end and disappear before you've even finished. So I can go and cancel this, but you can't renew a hot deal.
Oh,
manually. You can't. You can ask Scott to do it, but if you want control, I'm a bit of a control freak about my own, and most people that are running their own marketing and own business, you have to make sure things work out in your favor. So anyway, so that's why I can change my mind at any time. It's better to run a little longer and not run long enough. Would you agree?
So the published date cannot be changed once it's set in, but you can cancel it.
Aha, absolutely. Okay.
Okay.
So now before we're going to submit for approval, we're going to preview it, right? And so we've got welcome to the okay, and we've got printer scan to email fix, Cloverdale member special. So your scanned emails, we can fix this, update. So, okay, I'm looking at this. I see there's too many spaces here, right? So I'm going to go back. And I'm going to go and just edit. I'm going to take out that space, and I'm going to take out that space, right? And I'm going to take out that space, right? So let's just go and we're going to save changes. Okay, so let's go and, right, preview again. All right, so there we go. All right, now, the YouTube video, all right, is there, but it's not showing up as a video. So what I want to do, okay, so here we go. I'm going to go up here and look for the link. All right, so I'm going to copy that, copy, and I'm going to click on this link, right? And it's an HTTPS, right? I'm going to paste it, right? Now just make sure you take out the double HTTPS, right? Because it's already there. So you're going to hit OK, right? And we're going to save it again. All right. And so should we check it one more time? Preview, right? So here we go. We got a scan to email. Right, we got, now it's a link now. So it works. So updates, be part of the solution. My phone number is in there. Do I want to make a link? I can maybe go back. Now I can be as picky as I want on all this, right? But I think we're fine. You can find us. There's send an email, visit the website on the site. All right, so I'm happy with that. I'm just going to go back here, and now I'm going to submit for approval. Okay, so, and I see on here, let's just do, so we're going to look for status. approved. All right, maybe it's on page 2. All right, here we go. So it's pending approval. So we can see Scott over there furiously looking to approve our hot deal. We can preview it again just to make sure it's good. Has it been approved yet, Scott? All right. So I think if we hit refresh, all right, it is approved. Right, and I can again have a quick look at it. Right, there it is. Now you think, okay, so now what? Right. Well, let's just go. I've got a home page for the Cloverdale Chamber here. I can go. So I'm visiting the chamber. I can go to hot deals. Right. I see there's 4 hot deals. Hey, look, here's my hot deal. Right. I can click on it. Now, how do I promote this aside from at the chamber? Well, one of the things is I can grab this link, right? Copy, and I can go to my Facebook page. And I've just happened to be on the Open for Business Cloverdale site. And so I can just post it right in here, right? So actually just, right, Control V, right? And so it's going to populate the Cloverdale Chamber. I can add to it, but there I can go. I can tag me. I can add pictures. I can tag people. I can just hit post, right? And now I've taken a hot deal. I posted in Cloverdale's Facebook page. Now, Scott, are you able to go and like that? Right? Or whoever, like I can go and like it. But all of a sudden I've taken, something that was not there. It's 12:25 now. Not there 20 minutes ago. It's there, and it's now marketing material. So I've got a like from Scott, and I can like it myself, right? Whatever. But it's now live on the internet, and it's live on the Cloverdale site, and so I can add it to my Google page. I can add it to my LinkedIn. I can do all kinds of things. So I think Scott's already commented on it. So any other questions about the hot deals? Hey, Scott, did that seem easy enough? You're muted, which is one of the ways we like you, but it's easier to communicate.
I said it's so easy, even I can do it, but I can't even unmute myself. So
right. So how much work did I put in ahead of this? I think we've got somebody asking a question. Something in the chat. Dean, that's great. Okay, well, thanks, Dean. Glad to help. And honestly, Dean, I'd be glad to help you. We could do a Zoom together or a Teams meeting, and we could work up a hot deal for you, show you how to use it. But I mean, it's basically using the power of the chamber site. Now, the chamber is considered a quasi-governmental organization. So using the chamber's power of visibility increases your business's visibility. And so by putting a hot deal on the chamber site, it increases the visibility of my business through the chamber's marketing and all the good work that they're doing. So unless there's a couple more questions, I think maybe there's
one. I got a quick one here. I'm looking at the Facebook site for Cloverdale, and I don't see your thing that you just put on.
You need to go to Cloverdale Open for the group. You need to be invited to the group. So I'm not just on their homepage. I'm on their Cloverdale Open for Business. So just search for Open for Business groups.
Under their Facebook page?
Well, just go to Facebook and in the, here's here on my thing. So just put in here, Open for Business, and then it comes up Open for Business Cloverdale. It reloads the page, right? And you'll see that there's other posts here. Nice good picture of Jay Leno, but there certainly are one, right? Does that answer your question?
No.
Well, someone invite Alain to Open for Business Cloverdale, and I think that's not what we're training here today.
Okay.
But how to use Facebook. But what we're talking about is how to post a hot deal to Facebook, and I could have posted it anywhere on Facebook, but I chose to put it in Open for Business Cloverdale. Okay.
I'll send you a link, Wayne.
Yeah. All right, Scott, is that, did you want to talk a little bit about any upcoming events we got going? Like, obviously, it's month end, quarter end for many of us. It's summer, it's Canada Day coming up. Is there anything coming up next month in the chamber?
Just we have a Canadian Chamber of Commerce Zoom that looks really interesting if you're in the event planning process or business. That one's coming up on July the 7th, so you can check our events for that. And then, yeah, we're just looking forward. We had our first successful in-person meeting last week, and we're working towards what fun events can we organize for the summer. So stay tuned for those as well.
Well, it's quite funny. I just got my Uptown Business Machine sweatshirts, embroidered sweatshirts in. I noticed you've got a nice golf shirt, but my sweatshirts just came in yesterday. Can you imagine huge, heavy fleeces for July? But maybe they'll be good for August, cool summer nights and into September. So why don't we do a contest where we can give away one of our Uptown Business Machines fleeces for the fall?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, again, on behalf of Kyocera and Uptown and the Chamber, Cloverdale Chamber of Commerce, thank you so much for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next Tech Tuesday.
Great.
Well, thanks a lot, Adam. It was very interesting.
Cheers.
Okay, thanks very much, Adam. Much appreciated on behalf of the chamber. Thank you.
And are we still recording?
You're